Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. My name is Felicia. I am a tarot reader, astrologer, and an energy healer, and I'm here to bring you this pick a card reading. What's the current gossip on you? If you are new, hello, who are you? Leave a comment down below. Make sure you let me know that you just joined the winning team, okay? If you are returning, as always, thank you for evolving with me. I love that, okay? So let's get into it. It's just a gossip update, not much to it. Everything is still as usual. As far as other updates around our spiritual channel, again, you can book with me. You can book me in advance as well. If you know that you want a personal reading around a certain date. But other than that, you guys, all of the information you can find it about me down below. But we have these 3 cards for you to choose from. Okay, y'all. So look, I don't know what's about to happen today. I'm really interested to see what's going on, like what people are talking about. You guys know, like, gossip is like a challenging topic for me because it's hard for me to, be gossipy because I'm just like not like a gossipy person. So, sorry if it's not all juicy and just like rah-rah for y'all. Like, if you're not, I'm not that rah-rah. So, I'm like, there's a lot of people who, are, I can't gossip. I don't gossip like that in my normal life. I don't gossip. I don't spew negativity. So it's hard for me to kind of resonate on that frequency, but this is a good challenge for me. So let's get into it. Pile 1, you are the mystic, revels in an intimate union with the divine. Pile 2, you are the liberator, freeing yourself and others from outmoded beliefs, releasing negative thought patterns. And then pile 3, you are the detective, great powers of observation and intuition, desire to seek out the truth. Okay, there's a lot of energy in the premeditation, you guys. I just don't know how the messages are going to come out today. So let's hop right on into this crazy what's the chatter, what do they got to say, because they always running their mouth and never running a check. Okay, period. It's my honor to reach out with energy, and I'll see you in your selection. Bye. Hello, pile 1. Welcome to your selection. Okay, so you are the mystic. Okay, I was so excited to get to y'all because you guys are just so amazing. Okay, I'm already so excited about this group. So just like right off the rip, I'm getting that these are kind of like bigots. Like, I say that because I feel like most of these people, they have a different belief system than you. So they have an issue with your mysticism. And although you may have shown them that you are not like this mystic that is like doing, some brujeria and just like, I don't know, like, it just feels like even though you're showing people that you're a benevolent mystic, they still want to paint you out to be like this wicked witch of the east or the west. I don't know, like, it just feel like they want to paint you out to be some kind of like abomination. Like, I feel like these are people who are really like, I'm hearing this person's name might start with the letter R. I'm hearing the name Richard or an Aquarius. Okay, it just feels like these people, they just feel like they are kind of like, I don't know why, but I keep hearing like somebody preaching like a sermon or something. Like, they're using a lot of biblical terms and shit. Like, they're trying to lay down which Bible verses you kind of like going against or something like that. LOL. But I think these people are just mad because you found a way to kind of like always know what the fuck is going on around you, even when other people are not being honest and like trying to conceal something. So it kind of feels like, some of these people may have been deceptive, or they have like, they just are not making like a whole lot of sense. Okay, they just see that you like nothing gets past you. So like, let's see, like, they know that you know what they're saying. A Pisces and an Aquarius. Okay. Oh my God, what did I say? A Pisces. Okay. So I'm hearing I'm hearing a family member. So yeah, I'm hearing like these are family members that are not as like educated as you, And this doesn't have to be traditional education. I'm just getting like a lot of you are just very experienced and rich with knowledge. And these people are very, very jealous of like your brilliant mind, okay? Especially like you guys, some of you might be, you're clairvoyant, you're like ESPs. You know that these people like, you've done a lot of shadow work on yourself, and I feel like maybe you're even a therapist, or like you're in therapy, because I feel like it's something about you that's just like resists their abnormalities, or maybe you disconnected from these people because they couldn't have a functional relationship with you. This feels like it could be a mother, a sister, I'm hearing a cousin. They're just like you. I'm hearing that, you know, like that these people kind of are like abnormal, and they're like, they project, what they're doing is quite literally projecting their envy onto you, and they just can't like, it's like, even though they might have tried to like intellectualize their hate or like hide their hate, they may have disconnected from you, or you guys are like, I'm hearing you're not speaking to a lot of these people. So I feel like this person who is like, these people who are gossiping about you are very unstable emotionally and mentally. Like I said, they're abnormal. So they project a lot, and you were able to discern them through your mysticism and your third eye. It just that they were envious, okay? You are so ready for the moment that you're in right now as well. I feel like a lot of you, this is a very like important like rite of passage that you are kind of on right now. It feels like you may be embarking on to like, it feels like you're a pioneer. You have this very strong passion for doing and creating what has not been done before. A lot of you are very innovative, and like you're very future oriented. Some of you guys, you work in like, I don't know what to call this department. It feels like if you're working in like a corporate job, or you're just like, it's something like that you're doing that is research oriented perhaps. And it feels like maybe you study a lot, you're always researching, you're doing a lot of experimentation, maybe chemistry, maybe biology, or you're just testing out different theories. It feels like something about you has like, you found, maybe you have like quite literally through like, you know, removing certain variables, controlling certain variables, adding certain variables, you've been able to kind of put together a puzzle piece in your life. Through your mysticism, you may have quite literally discerned someone's secret, or discerned something that was being concealed from you. Something about this, okay, you expose this person's secrets, or you just were able to discern that they were envious and not really supportive of you. So let's see where you are right now in your life and what these people are viewing around you. They see that you just are not, you're very protected. You're divinely protected, and like nobody's deception or envy can ever really impede you. It only makes you stronger and better. And that's what I feel like. Yeah, this is where I knew would come out. Transition. So they see that you are quite literally in a transition, and they know that you are navigating a lot of different changes. Maybe you're moving around a lot, or there's something about your existence that you're letting go of something that was previously a part of you. Like I said, like some of these people feel like they're not, you know, they no longer have access to you anymore. And you've been surrendering a lot of these relationships so that you can transition into a reality that you haven't been able to conceive before. And you're doing this because you're doing this through your mysticism. You're being divinely guided. A lot of you pay attention to the signs, and you obey your divine orders. Your spirit guides are very present, and you are very, very, very protected and guided. Like, you're always guided. You're always receiving the intuitions. You're always receiving the downloads. Some of you guys are clairvoyant, and these people, a lot of them are just mad because you didn't conform to their religion, or you didn't conform to their like ways of being in life. You decided to like be this unconventional, like perhaps even a leader, or maybe you're doing something public. It just feels like you decided to go your own way, so that something better can come for you. So I love that. And it's like they see you doing things with a lot of grace. What did I say? Your individuality. You really like are so stylish, and nobody could look like you. And these people, they're so burdened. I'm hearing an Aquarius is just like finally realizing your individuality away from like a group of people. So it just feels like, some of these people didn't see your value in the past. And now, as this more individuated person, this more self-actualized person, they're able to kind of realize your value and see that you are a star and that you have the Midas touch and that you are a successful communicator. Okay, a lot of you guys are really receiving a lot of rewards and recognition, and you've had the psychic advantage in a lot of these situations. So I'm hearing for particularly if someone is like, if this person was in a secret competition with you, I feel like they were, I'm hearing a Capricorn, a Pisces, or an Aquarius. They really lost the competition because you are more skilled psychic than they are. And you've had the psychic advantage the whole time. You knew exactly, like, you kind of, I'm also hearing that some of you guys, you took somebody's strategy and used it against them. And you kind of are like the destroyer in these people's lives. Like, it's something about you that destroyed something for them. And then they seen you, maybe you quite literally like destroyed an old life, destroyed relationships, let go of things so that you can free yourself from the burden of them. Especially if this was family, I feel like this family has been so burdensome with their bigotry and their irrational attachment to certain beliefs that don't make sense in the modern world. So especially around like a religion, if some of you guys are definitely just like, you feel like you can't relate to your family, you can't relate to these people because they have a problem with your spirituality because it contradicts with their religion, and these beliefs just don't make sense for your lifestyle. So sometimes you have to you can't, like, some of you guys, I don't know, for some of you guys this is a Scorpio as well, Cancer, Pisces. It just feels like, you are burdened by your, like, having to conform to this group. Maybe some of you guys have left this group, or some of you guys are still in the process of leaving this group. But with this group, or these people who have a problem with your mysticism, what they're really like noticing is that you're just different from them, and that like they're just like, let's keep going. I don't want to say this. Okay, yeah, justice. I love it. Yes, can't go wrong with that. So, I hope we're not too all over the place. Let's reset and just review what we've covered already about this gossip situation. So for some of you guys, I'm definitely getting two different storylines here. I'm getting a group of people who are struggling with a group that, that you didn't conform to, and you individually transition and individuate yourself away from this group, and found out a truth about this group, or something that they may have been concealing from you. For others, I'm also getting that someone here may have been in a secret competition with you, trying to look like you. I'm hearing that this is like, these are matrix people. They definitely didn't want you to be a star, okay? And what makes a star? Someone who doesn't look like everyone else. Stars are the trendsetters. Stars are the people who they look up to and aspire to be, right? With this justice, they see that you've pushed yourself so hard to develop, and you've learned how to make better decisions for yourself because you've sought out truth. Okay, so if I feel like in this group in particular, these people who are trying to gossip about you, they didn't want you to have the truth, and through your mysticism you got communication and received that truth anyway. Is what I'm hearing. And I'm hearing, even if these people are still trying to be in competition with you, you have the psychic advantage and you always win. So it's best if they just like not try to like compete. It seems like with this, especially if this person was a friend, and this is like this, some of people are gossiping around some victory that you've had. Let's keep going. Let's get some specifics. What is the gossip around you, pal one? Okay. So this is somebody who's particularly interested in a color that you're wearing, or something around your aesthetic. Okay, something around your aesthetic that you've kind of like, that's being highlighted. We have children. Okay. We have behavioral health. We have the moon. All right, so let's do this, okay? All right, so I see what's going on here. All right, we have in the letter M, okay? So the people who are gossiping about you, pal one, this is definitely surrounding your okay, this is interesting. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. This is gonna be a long one, you guys, today. So kind of just like, I don't know how the messages are gonna come out today. So we just need to be patient here. And then we have Saturn, okay? So at the time I'm filming this, if you're viewing this in real time, we're about to experience a full moon in Capricorn, okay? And with Capricorn coming out, being ruled by Saturn, we can see that something about you, there's a lot of maturation occurring around you, okay? Especially as you become your own individualized self. Okay, people are noticing you away from the cohort. They're noticing you away from everyone else. They're noticing your successful communications. They're noticing your successful spirituality, okay? You're very soulful, very spiritual, and you're very, like, imaginative as well. So people notice that you are a dreamer. And something about you has taken a little bit of time to to blossom and come into fruition. So something around like some behavioral health issues that you haven't resolved from your childhood. For some of you guys, you are quite literally like your behavior. Okay, something about the way that these people are gossiping about your behavioral health issues. Okay, maybe some substance abuse that you've had, some addictions that you've had, some eating disorders that you've had. I'm also hearing gambling as well. So they have a lot of like a lot to say around your vices. Okay, if you are masculine here, they're definitely saying that you're always gambling and you're always risking or putting your children at risk. Okay. Ooh, okay, but I'm also hearing a lot of you, there's a lot of mother healing here as well. So with the moon coming out, some of you guys, you really have you have a distorted relationship with your mother, or your mother has been suffering with an addiction. People are saying that your mother is a drug addict, or that your mom is not a good mom. And I'm hearing an ex-boyfriend is saying this, or like like ex-boyfriends, or people who like you may have introduced to your family. So they're definitely like speaking a lot about how your dysfunctional family and your wounded child, like your inner wounded child with his children, like is related to like all of your behavioral health issues. Because some of y'all have like anger issues, or like your borderline personalities. I'm also hearing bipolarism. So some of you guys really are struggling with your behavior and your health as it relates to your body, mind, and spirit. Any of your disorders, they want to talk about and say that your behavior is related to your disorders, or like you need to go take your medicine, or you need to go like you're all over the place, or you're emotionally unstable, this and that. LOL is what these people are saying. Pal one, okay? So they are trying, like they say that you be acting up, you acting a fool. They saying you turning up, you cussing people out, okay? And then completion. I love that cycle. Yes, that cycle is up, baby. That egotistical cycle is up, okay? I'm hearing, especially with this Pisces, this person may have been trying to like, I'm hearing that you met this person when you were a child, or when you were younger, less developed than you are now. And I feel like this cycle that you just completed, you really have like come into some more awareness, or you've harnessed your spirituality for your personal betterment. A lot of you may have been studying astrology, studying tarot, studying metaphysics in some type of way to understand how to heal your body, mind, and spirit from an energetic level. I'm hearing a lot of you have been just like traumatized as a child. I'm hearing childhood developmental trauma. Okay, so something happened during the developmental stages of your youth that causes something in your psyche to be distorted. This definitely relates to your super ego. So a lot of what you're driven with your super ego is like something around your consciousness or your morality, your principles in life, versus like where you are acting from your impulses, or like some kind of compulsive disorder. Even maybe you do have OCD, but they're definitely gossiping about your behavioral health issues and how it's related to like your mood swings and your emotional disturbances. LOL. For some of you guys, this is your mother, or this involves your mother and like a mother and child. So something around this situation, and then also this person could be, their name could start with the letter M, and then we also have that coming out for you guys. So I'm definitely seeing that you've completed a cycle around understanding some of your behavioral health challenges that may have stemmed from some childhood developmental trauma, and how your feelings, how just understanding how you feel, being able to heal your throat chakra, and also being able to verbalize how you feel, so that you have that consciousness around them, but also understanding how your feelings affect other people. It's just a lot about your emotional disturbances. For some of them, they saying that you talk bad about somebody's kids, or you just been calling a spade a spade. I'm hearing that a lot of stuff that these people are saying, you didn't tell any lies, is what I'm hearing. Okay. But what they're really saying is that the reason why you're acting out like this is because you have some very emotions that are causing your behavioral health issues. But I feel like for a lot of you, especially with this completion coming out, a big thing that is occurring for you is just completion, like bringing a lot of justice to the situation, and just like not like finding the balance, finding the truth around this. That's interesting. So there's a lot going on here, you guys. It's going to be different for all of you, but they're seeing you transition into more maturity, okay, and healing some of these and reconciling some of these varied emotions that have been causing you to behave in a certain type of way. For some of them, they say that your disturbed emotional state drives you to gamble, or your disturbed emotional state is a cause of your eating disorders or some kind of addiction or substance abuse that you might be dealing with, okay? Some of you guys, you might be a Taurus, or you are a Capricorn, okay? Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, all right? If this is family, or like, if this is family, I definitely feel like these are people you may have disconnected from this family a long time ago. Okay, and then we have trine, auspiciousness, positivity, and luck. So for some of you guys, they do see your gambling as as an issue, but I feel like you just might view this as like your positivity and your luck. I feel like for some of you guys, this cycle of you maturing has been nothing but hills and high waters with the Saturn. Some of you guys have been to prison, you've had some kind of other legal issues, some of you guys have been through nasty divorces, you have a nasty co-parenting situation, and you have children with someone. Some of you guys, you've been homeless, if you lost possessions, all of this to kind of teach you major lessons around structure and stability in your life. Because I definitely feel like for some of you guys, like I said, there's something around your childhood developmental state that has been, I'm hearing maybe also like a lot of scarcity trauma as well, that has just been causing you to have like these feelings of abandonment that really stifle your maturation. I'm also hearing a lot of Peter Pan syndrome, or just like not being responsible enough to grow up. People are saying, like, some people are saying that this gambling or these behavioral health issues are like a reflection of you being irresponsible in some type of way. And I feel like, you know, you have been coming into, like, you have been, like, I'm not going to say this stuff is not true, because some of this I definitely do feel like you guys have been coming into balance and coming into, like, holding yourselves accountable for your own well-being, especially with justice coming out here. But I feel like a lot of you, you know, you're in during this childhood developmental stage, something happened where you felt like your individuality recoiled, or you felt alienated, or you started to conform so that you feel that you know, experience more acceptance in these groups that you were not even supposed to be in the first place. Some of you are finally starting to feel comfortable being who you are. And that is a maturity that Saturn brings, as well as being responsible in the material world with your person, with your possessions, with your assets, with your money, and with your emotions as well. You're learning how to make smart investments and learn how to make positive decisions for yourself. And a lot of people are really just like, the gossip surrounds you, just like coming into balance around maybe your past and your behavioral health issues and all of these harsh lessons that you've learned. They're definitely just like discussing your harsh lessons and how they are related to like your behavioral health issues. But some of you guys, you have a very strong spirit. Like, I'm hearing these people, they're very disturbed by how you never, you know, you can't break my soul, okay? They never could break your soul, pal, one. And you complete this cycle of these people who just like wanted to, like, I don't know, they just wanted to be negative. So let's get some more, let's get some tarot around this, so we can see how this energy is moving. Like I said, with this Saturn, a lot of you started removing and putting boundaries up with these people so that you can to start understanding where a lot of these behavioral health challenges have been stemming from, especially something to do with your health. Some of you guys are really declining in health, eating disorders, addictions, and stuff of that nature. Like, it's just, you know, you've really been struggling to kind of have like your emotional realm with the moon has been disturbed. And I also feel like a lot of what you're working through is a lot of issues around healing the mother. All right. So especially for some of you guys, you have completed a cycle around the mother of your, with the mother of your children and with your own mother, and healing your mommy issues in general. Okay. I'm hearing M for mother, M for mommy. But you know, I feel like some of you guys have definitely been abandoned by your mother, and or you've been abandoned by the mother of your children, or someone that you trusted, and someone that you know, a relationship that like it previously meant a lot to you. And I feel like, you know, some of you guys, this issue that you've been having with the mother, you know, is ruled by the fourth house. Okay. The fourth house addresses your stability, your home. And, you know, that's where we, you know, our home, is where we develop, you know, when we are a child. And something around, you know, this home has been very dysfunctional and distorted. And, you know, I feel like a lot of relationships that you've been having have been teaching you to use caution, teaching you to impose more limitation and boundaries, because not only are they distorting your, like, not distorting, but not only are they suppressing your individuality, they are also deceptive. Okay. So I feel like, you know, even though you've had like a lot of these deceptive people around you, they've you know, been teaching you these lessons. And I'm hearing you've been doing a lot of slow healing around the mother, and healing your instincts when it comes to people. For some of you guys, if you are having, I'm hearing like, especially like people, the mother healing, and you're masculine, you've been dealing with a lot of feminines that have been using sex to manipulate you into thinking something. And I feel like for some of you guys, you are realizing, some of you guys have a soulmate here, especially with justice, and some of you guys are realizing that you never made love with this ex-partner, or there was never true intimacy with this ex-partner. And you're learning that like your emotions, your heart belongs, you know, you're the closest with somebody else, and you're realizing that, these other relationships, you don't feel as safe to heal trauma with them. You don't feel safe talking about your behavioral health issues. You don't feel safe, expressing what's in your mind. You don't feel safe, letting them have your body. I feel like for some of you guys, you've just completed this cycle of like learning how to, especially like the fourth house also deals with your relationship with your mother. Your mother helps you, develops the child in their body, right? From the moment of like fertilization of the embryo. It's a very intimate process with the mother. So if you've been getting manipulated by feminines, they may have been faking intimacy, faking, pretending to be sensitive, caring, and nurturing. And if you've had a long-term relationship with somebody, or there's a relationship here that you divorced from or ended that was long-term, I definitely feel like this relationship, there may have been deception in this relationship, and some of you guys may have uncovered this through mysticism, okay, infidelity, or some kind of, some of you guys need to go get a paternity test, okay? I don't know, something about your mental health and your behavioral health, and just like your discernment, your third eye has been blocked around a lot of these feminists, using sex and using, your poor health against you. So you just complete that cycle, okay, and learning how to have boundaries and putting up boundaries with people who might not be safe. It's trauma that you may have experienced in your childhood is healed through safe relationships, okay? And these relationships that you've had have not been safe because, well, you were lacking, you may have been immature. You may have been naive. You may have taken some foolish risk, okay? So tell me more about this gossip that's going on around Pal 1, okay? Tell me what's going on around this gossip for Pal 1. Ace of Swords, I love that. New insights and clarity coming in around something. Okay, Ace of Wands, that has allowed you to have a spiritual new beginning. Some of you guys were experiencing a block, an emotional block here. And I feel like this may have, I don't know, this emotional block was so intense, it may have caused you to act, some behavioral health issues to get triggered, all right? Some of you guys, you might feel like there has been some kind of regression to a former or less developed version of yourself because of some conflict that may have been in your environment. But we're going to get more into it. So let's see what's going on here for Pal 1. Okay. Some of them, they saying your nails is always done. You're looking good. Okay. You've gotten the sword of truth. You've gotten the clarity that you needed. And you've gotten the higher learning. Okay. This is beautiful. All right. We have the Hierophant coming out. And then we have the Moon on the bottom of the deck again. Some of you guys have really just completed a major subconscious cycle. A lot of you working through a lot of subconscious work, okay, as it relates to your emotions and how these have been impacting your health, your body, mind, and spirit, and how they may have been, your emotions, other people's emotions, and also your instinctual feelings about people who may have been causing conflict in your life. You've received some truth and clarity about that, and this is putting you, like, for some of you guys, this gossip situation, these people they wanted to conceal something from you so that you would not have the spiritual new beginning and the deep understanding, about the situation that you're transitioning away from. And I definitely feel like they haven't been able to do that because you literally saying peace out. Okay, I'm hearing some of you guys uncovered a love triangle or some infidelity. Okay, and you've received that truth. You started your new spiritual beginning elsewhere. And I'm hearing for some of you guys, you're even teaching, giving back or using your gifts in some type of way. Crown chakra on another level. Crown chakra is on fleek, but like for real, like some of you guys, you really transmuted some negative energy that was very subconscious. A lot of things that may have been, the universe have been trying to reveal to you, that your reality is unpleasant right now, or your behavior is a reflection of something that is going on subconsciously as it relates to your emotions. What is impacting your emotions? For some of you, something that was impacting your emotions was a secret competition, a love triangle, or people trying to steal and copycat you, okay? People mad at you for being an individual and mad because you didn't conform to their ways, okay? Very, very interesting, Pal 1. That is what I'm seeing for what is the current gossip on you. Let's go ahead and get your self-compassion message, okay? Especially with that Hierophant, I definitely feel like these people have a difference in religious beliefs, okay? Or a difference in values in general, okay? You're very principled, and you have your beliefs, you have your doctrine, you have your ways, and you know, not in a stubborn way, but just like you update your beliefs and your perceptions with the communication that you receive from the divine. A lot of you just so evolved and just developed and future oriented. I'm hearing that like what they really seeing is that you're running this shit and you're doing it with your eyes closed. Haha. Hashtag Barbie dreams. So let's see here. Okay. What's your self-compassion message? Okay. Whoever was barking at the moon, you found out the truth about these people. Okay. The moon also represents your fears as well. So a lot of, you know, your deep fears that are, you know, involved with the moon and your emotional realm have been impacting your behavior, especially if you sometimes, like, if you're not feeling good, you might be going to look for like some very instant gratifying things, like, you know, abusing substances or becoming disordered in some way, you know, feeding into your addictions and things like that. So you guys really need to soothe your fear with the moon coming out here. Some of you guys, especially with this Ace of Swords and this Ace of Wands and this new level that you're on, they're new devils. And I feel like with all these aces and this newness, a lot of you just have a lot of fear around that. And I feel like with Saturn being here, that the fear is related to your realism, like you being very realistic and cautious as you move into this new cycle, because you're transitioning away from these old lessons and old burdens, and you know that's old news, right? But those things that may have traumatized you, or you're still working on to heal that grief around, you have I'm hearing that they're impacting you in new ways. You know, there's a new trauma, or there's some new, there's some new trauma, or just like your lessons, like, you know, you have a spiritual apprehension, and you guys are just like, there's so many fears around what could go wrong, and it's just like, scared that you can't trust your instincts, and scared that, you know, people are trying to undermine you or deceive you in some type of way. There's a huge lack of trust because some of you have been in a lot of subversive communities, people who have been trying to conceal the truth with this mysticism, people who have been setting you up, people who have been engaged in crime, okay, who have had no morality, who have had no conscience, okay, and you know, people who have been prone to abusing. So you haven't felt safe. So it's okay if you feel a lot of fear going forward as you embark on this new path and leave the past behind you. There's still fear that things could get wrecked all over again, okay? So self-compassion soothes fear. We all feel afraid. Fear is a natural protective mechanism that lives within us. It is the natural response our brain and body feel in response to a threat, and is our nervous system's way of attempting to protect us and keep us safe. Fear increases when we resist it. Resistance shows up in words such as, I don't want to feel this way. Why am I afraid of this? I shouldn't be afraid of this. Self-compassion understands fear and allows you to face and embrace it in a new way. Rather than run from and resist it, self-compassion understands that when fear is present, all it is really trying to do is protect you. Reframing it in this way, we can come to a new and more accepting view of fear, one that embraces it rather than resists it. Fear is just trying to keep me safe, okay? Yes, exactly. Like I said, some of you guys, your fears or your rational mind, it's so like I say, some of you guys have a really, like, your super ego is involved here, all right? So instead of acting on impulse so much, you know, take it how it resonates. Some of you guys could be acting on impulse so much. Some of you guys can be acting with a lot of restraint. Either way, both of these like like imbalances are reflections of fear, and they're manifesting in different ways for each of you. So it's reflecting in your disorders. Your fears are reflecting in your disorders. Okay? Your mind your logical mind is your protector. It tries to protect you from anything that is unfamiliar or unsafe. Okay? It tries to predict the if ands. It tries to predict the what ifs. And a lot of you are very protective of yourself right now because you may not have had, a tough go at things. Excuse me, you might have had a tough go at things. But your mind is trying to protect you, and your heart is trying to guide you and to help you draw on your wisdom, so that as you navigate into this new version of yourself, this new reality, this new existence that you're in with the transition, you can learn to let go of those fears, okay? Or embrace it and even more and say, hey, I recognize that this is my fear, but I'm going to do it anyway. Okay, I love that so much, Pal One. They're really, really addressing, a time in your life where you were overcome with so much fear, and that it was reflected in your health. It was reflected in your behavioral health, and they're saying that you're finally, some of you guys, you're in remission, or you've used your spirituality for your own personal betterment, and they notice that you have just become like you're so learned, you're so rich with knowledge around like understanding your fear, understanding your behavioral health, understanding your childhood issues. And I love that. I love that growth for you. Self-compassion soothes your fear. Your fear is just trying to keep you safe. Your mind is not a reflection of what's actually occurring in your reality. It is just a protection, a warning, a foreshadowing of any kind of problems that you might experience, so that you can prepare for them. So that's why Saturn taught you those harsh lessons, so that you can learn the stability, the limitation, and the caution that you didn't have in your childhood. All right. I love that so much. Okay. People are definitely saying that, your dysfunctional relationships, this love triangle that you may have been in, how you've just grown and developed so much from it. And you're just like, you're even more at home within yourself. And it's beautiful. It's just like, it's beautiful. Even if you're still experiencing so much fear and you're nervous, you feel like there's so many threats around you, because some of you guys your instincts have been undermined by people who have been deceptive in your environment, but you were able to discern the truth around a lot of these people. And what they're realizing is that there was nothing that they could do to really conceal it, because you are this mystic and you're smarter than them. Okay. Bye, Pal One. It was my honor to reach your energy. Let me know how that resonates, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi, Pal Two. Welcome to your selection. You chose the Liberator, freeing yourself and others from outmoded beliefs, releasing negative thought patterns. All right, Pal One. All right, so a lot of this is surrounding a man, is what I'm hearing. Okay, some of this is surrounding a man. And these might be people who are in competition with you for your person, your divine masculine, is what I'm hearing. A lot of these people, they see that you, like with this Liberator energy, it just gives like somebody who's very progressive. So what this deals with, a lot of you, is it definitely surrounds, especially with this like Mars and energy that I'm seeing, like I'm getting here. A lot of this is surrounding like your energy, your drive, and your action taking, your expression, or maybe even your sexuality. So it feels like a lot like what these people are gossiping around you is how free you are, okay, or how like you're not like oppressed by anything. So you don't let anything control you. So a lot of them, they're noticing that you, like I'm hearing some of you, you and your divine masculine has had a cycle together of releasing negative thought patterns and like toxic shit with each other, because both of you, or maybe like both or one of you, have been holding on to some beliefs that were outmoded. And a lot of these people, what they're noticing is that some of y'all liberated, y'all freed y'all man. So and it feels like you have, like, how you did this was like by standing on business with them. I'm hearing, especially if you're here from Power One, some of you guys have really like imposed a lot of restriction and limitation around this connection to bring it into balance. I also feel like a lot of these people who are gossiping around you, these are people who may have wanted to be in competition with you for this person. Or there's like been third-party interferences in this connection. So let's see what's going on here. We have Cancer. Yeah, you serve as like the mother to these people, okay? Or, you know, you serve as like a nurturer, a sustainer, a supporter, especially if these people like are talking about your masculine. They're noticing that you just like, you're very nurturing, sensitive, and caring with your person. Even if you, I'm hearing for some of you guys, you're like, you can flip on like a light switch or something like that, or you're like a firecracker, but like more often than not, you're very sensitive and nurturing with this person, even if you do like act out of some behavioral health issues. These people are saying that you supported your masculine through a period where they were experiencing a lot of different negative thought patterns, and you had to kind of like stand on business to free both of you guys from like a very like vicious, toxic cycle of third-party interference. And I feel like a lot of what happened in this situation, where you had to free you and your person, you know, some of you guys, you rescued your person, or vice versa, or they're saying that your person rescued you. They saved your life by providing for you and taking care of you. I'm hearing that they didn't really hesitate to help you and to kind of provide for you and give you things that you needed, especially while you guys were working through a cycle of scarcity, trauma, mistrust, and just like not having enough, and how that has perpetuated a lot of negativity or like around your beliefs and thought patterns, and just like, and like helping you to uncover some of these beliefs that don't, you know, fit the mold anymore, and how you've been nurturing and supporting this person's growth into like this grander expression of themselves that is more liberated. So that's funny. It feels like you've awakened your divine masculine. Okay, you awaken your divine masculine. People know, like, even if these third-party interferences have like, I'm hearing that like the reason, or the cause behind like how they were able to infiltrate this connection was because your masculine has been very vulnerable and susceptible to negativity and drama and third parties lying, making up stories, and maybe even using sex to manipulate them. And just like this person had to like go through this cycle of like learning who their true nurturer is, who their true divine feminine is, and learning how to trust you as well. And you know, you freed this person from something that they were struggling with, and for some of you guys, you uncovered a mystery in their life. You discovered something for this person that have been disturbing their health. So you guys are so like, your lover, for some of you guys, is very like unbridled in their appreciation for you. There's nothing that you can do to like turn this person against you, even if you guys have had these third-party interferences that seem outrageous, because some of these third parties have gone to a lot of extremes to try to keep you away from your soulmate. So let's see what is going on here. They see you persevering for sure as well. Okay, a lot of these people were disloyal losers, so they're realizing that you came into like a union with someone where, you know, they stay loyal to you. Okay, or, you know, this is something. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna get more information. So what's going on around this gossip situation? Pile 1, excuse me, pile 2. Earth. LOL. So some of you guys, okay, especially with the Cancerian energy, it's something about you being very down to earth. Okay, if you have like, you know, this beauty, like a lot of people, they see you come around, you act as like the leader, the mother. You're very down to earth, and they see you, they're just like, for some of you, you're working somewhere where there's a lot of feminines. And I feel like a lot of them, they just see you as like having this ethereal beauty. Okay, there's like a doll-like face, or there's like this gazy or just like glassy look on your eyes and on your skin, and it's like you reflect the aspects of the earth, like, you know, just like how you're able to endure so much. For something happened in this, like in this situation around this gossip, where you absorbed some toxicity. There was a lot of toxic shock in this situation. Like I said, some of you, there's a toxic cycle that you went through with the divine masculine counterpart, and both of you guys are very unconditionally loving of each other and very forgiving of each other. And if you guys have like any chaos or drama around you, it's like you realize that a lot of this was just stemming from your, you know, both of you guys projecting your toxic projections, and is a reflection of your negative thought patterns. So some of you guys are literally like nurturing each other, and like helping to relieve each other's burdens, and freeing each other from like whatever's been going on mentally. LOL. Okay, so I'm definitely getting for this pal 2, you guys are expressing something. So these people are, they see that there's something that you're expressing, something that you're passionate about. They're definitely noticing your growth. But ultimately, I'm hearing for some of you guys, you express a lot around your sexuality and your religion and your belief system, or you express a lot of opinions that maybe people in your community or your collective don't necessarily agree with, but it also just like helps them, like they don't have to adopt your opinions, but they definitely, it helps free them from like their own like limited perception, like, or narrow-mindedness that they were previously held on to. And this just like engenders so much social awareness, and like it could engender change if like those things, like especially with this liberator, if those beliefs and those behaviors were not serving these people. So these people are realizing like the gossip around you is that you come around and you help these people realize a negative thought pattern that they've had, beliefs that don't make sense, things that they have been holding on to that, you know, are not relevant for them anymore. And you do it in a nurturing way. You do it in an unconditionally loving way. And you just like, you have so much, like it brings you so much joy to give birth to people. Like it just feels like you, like, you know, these bitches is your sons and you don't want custody. Like, especially like if these third-party interferences, like they definitely have been responsible for delays and just like missed opportunities. And there's always going to be, like, I just want you guys to know this right now, especially as you having this power as a light worker, and then you also having this ethereal beauty, you're always going to have an enemy that doesn't make sense. Like I'm hearing somebody's name that starts with a letter A or a letter K, just people who are not very attractive. You know, you would be mad if you were them too. And I feel like a lot of this like third-party interference, they try to use like whatever like strategy that they try to use, it's like a strategy of desperation to try to inhibit you or impede you in some way, or to try to stop you from having this true love. I'm hearing that every environment that you go into, or someone sees you connecting with a divine masculine, I'm hearing these third-party interferences, these feminines, they really don't want you to have a successful relationship. I'm hearing especially an Aquarius here, because they know, especially like with this liberator, they know that you are very sexy. Okay, some of you, like, you're beautiful, you're sexy. They know you are really like, you know, putting it down on your person, and your person is very, very like inspired to like have sex with you. And to come, like, they know that they're not having a nurturing, sensitive, and caring union anywhere else. So, you know, some of them, they know that you just like, you have this person wrapped around your finger, or like, you know, something about this person's ex-partner, their ex-wife. They know that you like have, you and your new man is like, you having real good sex is what I'm hearing. Okay, maybe you've been in conflict with this person's ex-partners, or they're watching you and you didn't know, and they're realizing that you have just been protecting and guarding and freeing your masculine from, you know, the optical illusion that they tried to present. Let's get into this. I know it's gonna be juicy. Pile 2, let's see. The Taurus. The Taurus. And then what did I say on the bottom of the deck? Your lover. Okay, so Very interesting. So this person, I'm hearing this person's name can start with the letter S or a letter L or a letter M. I'm hearing, you know, these people, these feminines, I'm getting a lot of feminines are noticing that you're intellectual, talented, and beautiful. And these people, they're just like, they're noticing your beauty, right? They're noticing that you're not materialistic like them. You're very domestic and practical. Like some of you guys, they know that you know how to cook very well. And they know that you like to make the home very cozy and that you just provide like this sanctuary for you and your lover. They also realize that you and your person, like you've just been just like a true partner to them. It's like you serve all of their needs. You make sure, like you literally make sure all of their needs are met. And I'm hearing that you're just like a trophy, and you're just like this like ideal partner and just like their dream person. And like some of you guys, you're even like, this is a couple that's personal, but it's also like a business exchange too. And they feel like, you know, you've refined yourself in certain environments, like these other environments. Like I'm hearing these past relationships, like maybe the school or past work environment. You've like all of these third party interferences or all of these like roadblocks or challenges that you've had. They've seen that you've just like developed even more, and you've refined yourself through these like experiences. They also feel like you are very sensitive about your aesthetic, and you're very just like, some of these people, like some of these feminines, I feel like they've tried to copy you or they're inspired by you. They just don't, some of them are not even conscious that they are like taking after you. It's just like they just see you as their liberator. They see you as like the person that frees them, especially if you're dealing with other feminines. You know, you serve as like a really great role model to these people. And you're so like, they see you as like so carefree and fun loving and just like loving on everybody and just like being very firm about certain things too. Like I said, you're this liberator, and you're just like, you're firm about, you know, these negative thoughts and outmoded beliefs getting released, okay? Especially things that are not making sense, third party interferences that are not making sense. Through your skills and your talents, you've like, you know, you liberated people and you've helped people get, you know, like experience a deeper connection with themselves, if that makes sense. Let's get some specific messages, because I'm definitely getting that what they're gossiping around is like what you're expressing. Some of you are expressing sexuality, or you're expressing passion for something, and you know, some of this is dealing with your divine masculine. They're also noticing that you, they're saying that you and your person have had poor communication with each other, or that you've been like, you know, there's turbulence or there's trouble in paradise, but you're trying to kind of work through this situation, you know, without getting too triggered is what I'm hearing, and to not jump to so many generalizations and jump to conclusions, and just like, you know, staying to yourself right now while, you know, you guys release defensiveness around each other, because there's a lot of passion for each other. You guys have like, I feel like in this previous vicious cycle of third party interferences, you've had like this toxic, passionate dynamic with these people, especially like, you know, the latest divine masculine that you've been dealing with is very, very stubborn, but they are goal oriented and hardworking. So, you know, some of them, they're just workaholics, and that has been, you know, you're just like, all right, we're working right now, so we are not like, some of you guys are in separation from your divine masculine, and you know, it do be happening like that, you know, so people can kind of understand your value, you know, and understand that they're not getting this nurturing, sensitive, and caring relationship anywhere else, especially if this is like an ex-partner that's viewing your new soulmate, you know, viewing their new relationship. They're, you know, they're seeing that you're just like, I don't know, something about them, they see you as like very athletic as well and flexible, and they're sedentary and pig-headed and just like materialistic. This person is like, I'm hearing for some of you guys, there's been a lot of comparisons to an ex-partner, and you know, it has not gone over in their favor. So let's keep going. They're definitely noticing that you, you know, I don't know if I said this, if this was Power One or you guys, but something about your beauty in this intimate union that you're having, the sex. They're definitely talking about the sex, and how this sexual union has liberated both of you guys, because like you can't, like, I'm hearing something about you guys can't deny the sex, something about the sex is on fire. Okay, the sex is crazy is what I'm hearing, and everybody is real jealous of it. They say you're talented as fuck. What did I say? Fourth house energy, more Cancer. Okay, so this is definitely your home. People are gossiping about your home, your relationship with your person, and how you like made this family for yourself, and how like it is just like a sacred place where you and your person have been meeting up, or something happened in your home. Okay, something happened in your home with this person. Okay, something where you was putting down roots with someone, and the relationship took a turn, or took a negative, or turned sour, because the foundation that you were laying, I'm hearing something about like poor communication with you and your person. Okay, so let's see. Come across as very, like, especially with this earth energy, you come across as very friendly and serene. Some of these people don't know you very well, but they know that you are laying your foundation. They know that you're in solitude right now, and you just completed a past cycle, and they know you staying very practical about things. You're working diligently. You're being very just like grounded. Okay, very grounded, taking a lot of grounded action. So let's see what else is going on around this gossip. How to, okay. Pole dancer. Yeah, they're talking about you as a exotic dancer, okay, a stripper, a pole dancer. They're talking about your dancing, okay, and they notice that you're very talented. Some of you guys, this is a Cancer, or this person's name starts with the letter B, or their name starts with the letter A, and they're very jealous of your body and how skillful you are. And I feel like this person, they see that you're very strong, and just like you don't look strong, and you don't got no big bag. You just looking real good. Like you're sexy as hell. They know that you and your person is just like fucking real good. Okay, creative, intuitive blocks, and then intuition, illusions, and dreams. So it's definitely something around this house. Okay, something around this home. You may have been experiencing an intuitive block around this situation, but I feel like for some of you guys, somebody here, okay, so, okay. I'm getting a couple different things. So I'm hearing for some of you guys, if this is resonated with an ex-partner or somebody from the past, okay, somebody are noticing that you have a new relationship with an earth sign, perhaps, maybe a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. But I'm noticing that an Aquarius or an ex-partner that, maybe may have hurt you very bad, they were body typing you. And I'm getting that this surrounded their skin color. I'm hearing a Taurus. I'm hearing the name Lauren a lot. Something about, this person seeking out lighter complected people. They're definitely a colorist. So something around this person, they were a colorist, and they may have had you in a secret competition with a Taurus, or someone that was close to you that may have had a like a lighter skin tone. And I feel like you freed this person from like their colorism, and just like, like realizing that they have been seeking these certain things in their life because like, or certain people, or like they're attracted to certain things because like of some kind of prejudice or like, I don't know. It feels like, this, for some of you, this definitely dealt with a third party who was very bland and mundane, but they had a lighter skin complexion than you. And like some of this, like, we can get down into the nitty-gritty of this a lot, but it feels like, a lot of what happened in this situation is just like these people have been, for some of you guys, this is happening in your club or in your like place of work. There's a lot of colorism or prejudice, like racial discrimination. And I feel like a lot of what this, you have been learning in your solitude, or maybe at work, and laying your own foundation for yourself, is just like learning you know, about this, like these people who have had like these prejudice, and it's because these people have been under illusion of like some kind of white supremacy, and that white is right, and that just like is so wrong. Like, you are not better than anyone because of your skin complexion. Okay, being a certain color doesn't make you any more attractive. And I feel like you have been, I mean, for some of you guys, they just could not deny just like how outrageously better you are than these bland, mundane people that may have been like, that they have been attached to because of like colorism and just like body typing or something like around their body or your body. For some of you guys, you went under a body transformation in this solitude, and you know, this, you're feeling like you look so good, and you like, for some of you guys, the tables have really turned on a lot of these people, because you're just looking like you were the prize, and that like maybe through like your sport or like your body transformation, you like have felt like more cozy within yourself and at home within yourself. Your fourth house deals with your relationship with your mother and your body. So some of you guys, if you've had like eating disorders or just like body dysmorphia, or something around like your body, a characteristic about yourself that you can't change, these partners have been coming to teach you about that, right? They came to teach you exactly what you needed. Like, if you've been insecure about your skin, your hair, your body, your butt, your boobs, whatever, you know, and there's been endings in these relationships, it's been driven because these partners have been subconsciously or consciously making their decisions or choosing other people based on that, right? And I feel like through your movement, through your sport, through, you know, however, whatever you've been doing in this solitude and how you've been nurturing yourself has taught you to value yourself in the way that these people couldn't value you, because you didn't have like the body type or the complexion or whatever, you know, that they needed, or that they were discriminating, you know, against you about. Very interesting. Let's keep going. So let's get some more information. I hope I wasn't repeating myself too much, but I think that kind of makes sense, that these people, and then we have the third house, okay, making the right connections, and then 11th house, your humanity and your friendships, okay. So a lot of you, you know, you realize that this body typing and colorism and prejudice is related to like a lot of violence that has gone on in our human history. So a lot of what has been happening, especially if you are American, or like, honestly, colorism happens in all countries, across all cultures and all religious groups. There's just hierarchies that have happened in society. There's always going to be a characteristic about one part of humanity that another part of humanity doesn't have. And how you are relating, especially with the third house, how you are relating to people who may or may not have that, right? A lot of you have been making these right connections. I feel like I said, with the third house, you have been running into these connections with these, I'm getting a lot of men perhaps, where you, especially if you're working in a club, who have been like, they've been colorists. And I feel like, you know, you come through and you just have the most talent, the most skill. And some of you guys, you even have the most beauty. But some of them, they are so irrational that they'll look at someone who has like a body type or a complexion or whatever. Like, you know, complexion actually goes into body type. So that's what I'm referring to. Anything that you can think of around your body, that where, you know, you come in and you are just like clearly the best, but because of like their bigotry or their prejudice, they are not like honoring you because of that. Okay. And these are the ideas that you like, that are in question, right? Especially around like your liberation. Like, you have liberated yourself from like internalizing perhaps their rejection of you, you know, over these, for these third parties, because of maybe just like, you know, their body type, right? For some of you guys, you're dealing with a Pisces, who may have body type your booty. Others have body type your skin complexion. Others have body type your height. You know, there's been a lot of people who have had like these inferiority complexes around you as well. So this can go a lot of different ways, but I feel like the more you come, you know, you center yourself and unify yourself, and integrate yourself, also, you just like, you can kind of like deflect any of their projections, right? The fourth house also rules your family, your history, your cultural and societal norms, your ancestry, your heritage. So a lot of you, what you're dealing with, are people who have like, you've been freeing them with this liberator from like prejudice and discrimination around your heritage. And some of these people, you just never had anybody, like some of you guys are nice, or you're just like, you just reject their negative like stereotypes of like racism and sexism, and you come through and you're just like so talented, so skilled. And I feel like a lot of you've like this environment that you're in, they can't deny just how like beautiful you are inside and out, and how goal oriented you are. And they know, like some of you guys, they're noticing, like some of you guys, these are like people who are just very attracted to your aesthetic. So they see everything looks nice, or everything is coordinated, everything is thought out and planned. And you've been maybe like how you're expressing yourself, how you're communicating with this third house especially, you're showing these people like a reflection, right? And to like observe you, like for some of you, I quite literally, I feel like you are teaching these people how to consume you, and just like not in a toxic way. So that like it's showing like, and trying to help them become more aware of their like their behavior and their actions, you know, in the wake of like their realizations of who you are and, you know, your value. Very interesting situations here. These are definitely like some colorists here. Okay, there are definitely some colorists. And, you know, some of them, they might try to treat you as insignificant or ignore you, or like try to kind of like I said, discriminate against you, offer other people privileges based on like, you know, a body type that they may have. I feel like for a lot of you, this is involving physical structures. So this could be happening in your, like in an environment, your work environment. I'm hearing something around management, and just like even some people who you have to serve as well. And, you know, these people have been, you know, based on your skin color or your body type, it definitely just feels like they have, you know, they see how proud you are. And it's like, it fucks them up, because it's like, you are really just like not giving, like I said, some of them might try to teach you as insignificant or try not to honor you. And you're literally showing up so skilled, so talented, so beautiful, and so intellectual, and so just like refined and nice. And it just like totally like is a reflection to like what, you know, what they previously, like the beliefs they previously held. And you have been freeing these people of like that. They can't say anything negative about you, because you're just like this breath of fresh air that they never knew that they needed in their life. Like, you are going to change these people's lives forever, because of what you've shown, the self that you've shown them, and how proud you are, and that nothing that they can do to try to treat you as insignificant will make you less proud or value yourself any less. Okay. Very interesting. Something about the management realizing that you are very reliable as well, and you stick to your word, and you're, like I said, you're goal oriented and hardworking. And they're just like, oh, this person's focused, this person's driven. Look how talented and skilled they already are. We know that, like, you know, they're going to like be successful, and to also help them stop making so many generalizations. They just see you persevering, you know, especially if these are people in the past that didn't honor you. I'm hearing an Aquarius definitely didn't honor you because of your skin color. They wanted somebody, and it's because, like, for a lot of you, especially with this fourth house, this ancestry, this heritage that you have, some of them, they really hate themselves. and they hate their culture. They hate where they come from. They wish that they, you know, they wish that they came from something different. They wish that they came, you know, that they were more abundant. And some of them, they really associate like this body type, or whatever belief that they've had, this you know, this belief that they had, they're associating it with the higher social standing even. So they're definitely outmoded. And you know, we have, especially as a society has evolved, and just like so many, we've been our social issues that we have been reconciling, you know, culturally, you know, as a nation, has been working to like, and sorry if you're not like in my same country, but you can kind of like just take it how it applies. Like the social issues that you're working on in your society are being highlighted. Some of you guys are activists, you know, with this liberator energy, and you're just like showing these people like how proud you are of from like, and like from the circumstances, like how you, where you've come from, your heritage, your ancestry, like what you've come, like you are literally representing the excellence. And like, you know, it just, I mean, you fix, you know, your masculine from something that they've been outmoded around as well. Maybe this person has had issues with this body typing, or have issues with their own culture and just loving who they are, where they come from. You know, especially like, I just have to be honest, like, especially if you come from dirt, grime, and just like scarcity, like be very proud that you have grown and liberated yourself to this level, right? You know, these people are, you know, they what they're gossiping about is the fact that, you know, there's nothing that they can fucking do to make you feel insignificant because of who you are, the color of your skin, or some body type that you have or don't have. And especially like an Aquarius here, you know, some of you guys have had a creative block around this person, because some of you, it definitely seemed outrageous. But you realizing that this person has been uncooperative because of like their outmoded beliefs around like maybe a body type. Some of you was around your butt, or you're like, you know, like they've chosen other people over you, because, you know, ultimately they're ashamed of themselves, you know, running away from who they are. Some of them, okay. For others, they're just like racist. So not to get too long-winded about that, but we have dissipating coming out as well. So let's see what this is about. Let's get a little bit of tarot, and then we will wrap around your gossip, okay? People are noticing that some of you are writers, so they're definitely noticing that you're having a creative block right now. Maybe you're not writing, you're not expressing, you know, as much as you used to, or there's something here that you're still working through with your intuition and through your dream state. Especially if this is involving a third-party deception. Some of you guys, you finally have been resolved, like you may have resolved this creative block, and realizing that this is something that is like a prejudice or bias, okay? So let's see. I'm hearing, you know, it is what it is. So you're just learning how to love yourself and value yourself even more, even if these people are bigots, right? So let's see here. What's going on with the gossip around you? Pow. 2. I'm hearing heavily traumatized about something. Ace of Swords. Beautiful. The Hierophant. These same cards literally came out in Power 1. And then the Knight of Wands. Okay. So yeah. This is related, yeah, and then we have the Three of Pentacles reversed on the bottom of the decks, okay? So we have the Three of Pentacles reversed, and we have Solitude. So a lot of what you're working through, is some of you guys, you know, you're walking away from somebody who, you know, they have a prejudice against you, okay? Because of like, you know, your body type, or your who, like, you know, something about you, right, that you can't change, you know, your fundamental existence. and you've been trying to understand why this relationship has been so scattered, why it has been unpredictable, unreliable, and you know why this person seems like they can't. They 1 minute they're hot and cold, and I feel like you've really been blocked around this. But the truth is, this relationship with this person has actually been dissipating. This relationship has been, you've been moving further and further away from this relationship. But I feel like it was something that you needed to come into so that you can, like, I'm hearing this situation actually made you more proud. Realizing, you know, especially you, in comparison to the rest of these people that they may have body typed you against, it's seeming like, you know, they're conformists for some of them. And, you know, they're just like, something about that with the Hierophant, especially something about like your principles and your values. Like, this person doesn't have the same values and principles as you, especially as it pertains to your culture. Some of them, like I said, they you know, they don't respect or honor your culture the way that you do. And it's because they hate themselves. So, you know, this relationship just taught you a greater lesson and gave you, you know, more insights around, like, you know, a deeper and higher learning around, you know, race relations, and like, be very careful who you know, try to build a home with, okay? Some of you guys, you have dated, like, I'm hearing this, some of this involves an interracial relationship where there's been a lot of microaggressions and conflict, you know, and some of you guys have had to come through as a teacher and come through with the sort of communication and show these people that you're fucking proud of your history and your culture, and that you won't let society's norms and outdated shit. Some of this stuff is not even norms no more. Some of this shit is just outdated and just reflects their lack of consciousness. Like I said, some of them, like I said, they're dissipating. They are not being free. They're not getting free because they hold on to these beliefs that don't make sense. Like I said, some of you, the mother, okay? There's something about a mother of somebody's child. You know, this person, you realize that they have like pursued certain characteristics because of like a body typing type of situation. Okay, clarifying this Knight of Wands. But this person, I'm telling you right now, you are not walking away from anything. This person, I'm hearing, yeah, releasing the burden of this person who has been like so scattered and all over the place. Yeah. And then the Six of Pentacles. So what is really, you know, being reflected here is like, you can't be burdened by this person's behavior. The reason why you've been blocked around this intuitively is because maybe this person has been putting up an illusion or trying to, you know, I'm hearing that they're very, especially with intuition, illusion, and dreams. This is not just romantic partners. Okay, particularly I was getting an Aquarius, but this could also deal with Capricorn, but I'm also getting just like a lot of men, maybe where you work, or like, you know, they've been putting up the illusion of kindness. They've been putting up the illusion of inclusion, you know, but these people are not very, you know, they're not at all. I'm also hearing somebody who's in a leadership position, you know, in a workspace. So, you know, these people, it's like they love you. They do. They see how talented, beautiful, and skilled you are, but because they, you know, body typed, you know, they may have missed their opportunity. Some of you guys are forgiving of this person because some of them, they're heavily traumatized around their family, okay? They come from a family violence, and some of this have really distorted their entire psyche. Some of them are very unstable. They've been very unstable, working through some mother issues with the fourth house, okay? Or the mother of their children, you know, have been very deceptive, and they thought because they had a certain body type that they were just like more pure, more right, more feminine, and that, you know, they just have been, they gained insights around this, and they have higher learning, okay? Woo, that was intense, okay? Some of you guys, you know, you have a lover, okay? And I'm hearing that, you know, they're heavily traumatized, and don't hold anything against this person if you felt like it was around a body type. It definitely, like, for some of you, it wasn't necessary, like you liberated, you know, your lover from this body typing that they were doing, because you know that it's related to like self-hatred and just like their family history. So, you know, don't take that personally at all. This person, it doesn't change their attractiveness, you know, towards you. But they definitely had to learn how to value you, and to learn how to kind of like release the illusion of like these, like honoring someone or just like relating to someone based on their body type. You know, especially a mother, something that they perceive to be more nurturing, a physical structure about somebody that they perceive to be more nurturing is actually like the complete opposite. All right, they're realizing that you are their true nurturer, or you are their true like heritage, you are their true family, and that these other people have been illusions, right? They've been illusions. But I feel like what you freed this person because you're so talented and skillful, and you just shine so brightly over these mundane people who may have prescribed to their body typing. Okay, let's get your self-compassion card. This person is now giving and receiving in balance because you helped this person, you liberated this person from something that was outmoded and something that they didn't agree with, right? Something that they didn't agree with, but their compulsive behavior may have been driven by some family violence or developmental trauma, especially if you're here from Pile 1, okay? So let's see, Pile 2, what's your self-compassion, okay? This person, I feel like, you know, they just been wanting things to be good. And, you know, they may have had these just beliefs that were not logical around what good was, especially if they are relating, you know, like culturally. So the little things matter. In cultures that value competition and comparison, this is crazy. Ain't that just right on what we've been talking about this entire reading? In cultures that value competition and comparison, we become conditioned to believe that something needs to be changed in a big way for it to be meaningful. Self-compassion teaches us that really it is the small, simple steps that can make the biggest difference in our lives. Little things like walking a little slower to take in your surroundings, staying a little longer in the shower to feel your body's release of tension, resting a little more when you feel tired, or gently quieting a critical thought through a gentle touch or soothing words. Self-compassion does not come in big shifts. It comes in small, gentle ways that eventually produce big shifts. Self-compassion produces the big shifts in small ways. That is so beautiful, and just like a beautiful way to kind of sum up everything that we've been talking about. I feel like some of you guys, especially like if you're dealing with your lover here, you both or one of you are coming from a family violence or coming from a home that or a culture that valued competition and comparison. Okay, especially if you are in the Black culture, there's nothing but violence and scarcity. So there will be competition and comparison, but that has conditioned them to believe in something that wasn't true. Okay, and this person, something about you showing up and this as this beautiful teacher that brings these insights, and just being stunning, and I mean drop dead gorgeous, and just like being very proud of who you are, has showed this person, you know, how compassionate you've been with yourself, especially in the wake of their like trauma, there's toxic trauma. So something about you and this person was very slow, okay? Very slow to develop. And I also feel like something about you also with like being this like I said, with this Cancerian energy, there's a very it feels like ecstasy when you guys touch, but it's like when you release tension with each other through like a sexual union, it's just like it's very liberating, right? Because you can't deny like your body's attraction, right? I also feel like your gentle touching and your soothing words, I'm hearing whispering each other sweet nothings and just like gently touching each other, is showing this person that you are their like mother, like their mother figure, the ideal like feminine in their life. And that you have been like so compassionate with yourself and them, and then these small and gentle gestures and moments that you guys have had has produced a tremendous shift for both of you. Okay, tremendous shift for both of you. That is beautiful around your current gossip. I'm sorry, I know I didn't present it in like, oh, this is what they're saying, this and that, but this is kind of what is going on around you, especially like some of you guys, if there has been like any kind of like public conflict around this relationship, people are realizing that, like, especially this Aquarius, they're just saying that this person is a body typer and that they didn't value you because of that. And when it's like, I'm hearing some of you guys even went on a transformation, or you really like these small and gentle like actions and productivity that you've been taking, and just like has created so many big shifts. Like you've shifted so much, and you've ended this, like you dropped the burden of this, like this fuckboy who was body typing you. Okay, I'm hearing Aquarius and a Pisces, or like even a Capricorn as well, or a Gemini. These people, they've been, they body typed you, and this is like, and now you're like, I'm hearing the baddest bitch walking around, and they compared you to a lot of these people and put you in competition with a lot of these people. When in reality, the competition was really over before it began, okay? And people are just noticing that you freed yourself from that, and you didn't get burdened by that, because, those were just bigots, and they were just prejudiced, and they were just discriminatory. So that's what I'm seeing, you guys, around you, a lot around your heritage and your culture, and just like how much better you are than these people who they value with that body type that they may have preferred, and their preference is a reflection of their belief systems, okay? Especially with the Hierophant coming out there. I love you so much, Pal 2. It was my honor to reach your energies. Let me know how that resonates down in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Hi, Pal 3. Last but not least, you chose the Detective. Great powers of observation and intuition, desire to seek out the truth, okay? Pal 3. Okay, y'all, these people, they are, some of them, the gossip around you is like you expose some of these people's secrets, okay? With the Detective, is something that I'm hearing, either this person left you clues, okay? Or they've been sending subliminals that you don't miss. But it's something that a remark that you observed very carefully with this person, okay? In order to gain more information around their mind state, their beliefs, their like, where the consciousness was at, or like, something that they, this person, I'm hearing that they hid who they really were from you, but it's something that you observed through your great powers of observation. This is literally like, your ability to kind of understand this situation, whatever remark they made or something that they said, it was like, it gave, like, you instantly had the ability to understand like what it meant, without even needing to use any conscious skills. Something about you, like your intuition, and you like trusted your intuition about this situation, and it gave you like the truth around this person, okay? Okay, I'm also getting that for some of you guys, this also involves a divided community, okay? So, for some of you guys, this involves a Scorpio, all right? So, LOL. So, I'm definitely getting a feminine energy here, but let's keep going. Something about a truth. You expose this person's truth, and this person, LOL, this person, you may have, like, I don't know how you did this, but like some of you guys tricked this person into telling you the truth, or like, something that, they were not prepared for. You like outsmarted somebody. Some of you guys really did outsmart somebody. And I feel like because something like you are here from Pal 1, but whatever, some of you guys, if you are a mystic, like I said, you have this, great power of observation and intuition. Something about your communications have brought a truth, and you like revel in this capability. Like you're so good at like getting the communications like that you need, because you pay attention to so many small details, okay? Something about the small details have helped expose a truth about a Scorpio, okay? So, and you, oh my God, this and the Libra energy. Yeah, I also literally, before I turned on for your Pow 3, I literally, and then we have Cancer on the bottom of the deck. So there's something about somebody who has been playing a mother role in your life. This also could, Libra's energy also involves partnerships, your social interactions, and involves your 7th house partnerships. So this could be long-term partners or marriages, anything, you know, where you've been a detective with this person because they've been concealing something, and I feel like you've come into the truth, a secret about this person. A secret has come out about this person, and this is like the truth with Libra's energy is justice energy in the tarot, and it reflects your higher truth, your higher learning, and bringing something into balance. Like I said, some of you guys, you know, this person has falsified some information in your environment, and this is a secret that is being exposed to you, is what they falsified. So something about you and your desire to seek out the truth, and you've noticed you use your powers of observation and intuition, and like just analyzing and observing a remark that was made by this person. Okay, so let's see. And then you found out the truth. So let's see what's going on here. Pow 3. What's the gossip going on around you? What's the gossip going on around you? Delighted in the truth. Okay, delighted in the truth. I'm so happy. I'm so happy you got the truth, Pow 3, because somebody has been, especially somebody who's been in your environment for a long time and just causing so much destruction and chaos. This person has been such an inhibitor to your joy and happiness. This person has been toxic to your growth and happiness. And I feel like you are just now experiencing so much joy now that you feel relieved of the burden of somebody's deception. Okay, and it's because you just like you use your intuition and you found the truth. Okay, let's keep going. Sexy time, LOL, yeah. Divine timing, I'm hearing that ass. Okay, somebody wants, you know, and then divine timing, somebody wants a piece of that ass. So, let's see. What's going on here? Okay. Somebody is definitely ready to have sex with you, okay? Especially if you uncover the truth about them, you know, for them. Some of you guys, they're realizing that you have been their, you know, they're all pervading protector. You've been protecting their intuition. You've been protecting them. And they're very delighted to have you, and they can't wait to kind of like show you their appreciation of you. Because you've helped this person get the truth around some kind of long-term, like long-standing conflict that's been going on in their environment. I don't know what's going on around a Scorpio. And then, oh my God, a high priest. This Scorpio has been so deceptive, and they've been so totally unfair to you. I'm also getting a Taurus as well. So, you know, yeah. Some of you guys, you uncover the truth about this person's cheating. They may have had sex with somebody. Okay. And I'm hearing that this person is pretending to be, you know, of Christ, or they pretended to be very righteous, but this person has been like so totally deceptive. Okay. This is definitely somebody that you have, you know, it involves sex. So let's see. Let's get some more, you know, specifics around this gossip situation. The truth is out, is what I'm hearing. And, you know, this Scorpio or this Taurus, they no longer can, like, you know, or this Gemini, these people can no longer, like, you've gotten the communication, and you've had the great powers of observation, and you just have the truth. You have an inner knowing with this high priest, and honoring like your inner knowing. Okay, your intuition, your inner knowing. And then we have the 6th house, health, healing, okay, as well. Mercury, communication, more Gemini energy, more third house energy across the collective, okay. Something about a reversal of your fortune, okay. Something about a reversal of your fortune. These people, I'm hearing you quickly recovered from something, okay, or you received some kind of promotion. You on the next level. They can't keep up with you. You're skilled, okay. So let's see. And you have like a tremendous amount of duty and responsibility for what you do, okay. You're a leader, okay, and a pioneer, especially if you're here from Power 1, all right? So, let's see. Someone here was triggered by your assertive communication or your quick thinking skills. Okay, and that may have driven them to do something toxic. I also feel like some of you guys have been so totally disconnected from reality about a Scorpio, okay? Some of you guys have been in denial, okay, about this person. And this kind of have been like a spiritual warfare with these people, with this Aries. So, okay. So, with this Aries energy, Mars, Aries, Neptune, and Mercury in your reading, some of you guys with this Mars, Aries energy, there's been people who've been competing with you. And, you know, some of you guys have realized that, you know, your ex-partner and some masculine that was in your environment, you know, they're very jealous of you and your charisma. And, like, some of you guys have been athletes and, like, you know, they're jealous of your, like, your action taking, how you start your projects, how, like, I'm hearing you're a strong starter, a strong cardinal energy, a strong leader. You're very assertive as well. And you do a lot of community service as well. Your work, this is involving your work. Somebody here is very jealous of your work, okay? Whoever this deception is, some of you guys know, okay? Some of you guys know that this, you know, this ex-partner, something related to your work or your duty, your responsibilities, you know, maybe even people that you are working with have been responsible for a reversal of your fortune or some kind of illness or adversity that you've been dealing with in your life, okay? But with Mercury, something here, you've received communication, and this has brought to your consciousness and your awareness that there's been deception around this partner. I also feel like some of you guys, you know, if you've been very restless, you haven't been getting quality sleep, it's because your dreams are trying to tell you, trying to reveal to you how these people in your environment have been moving, the spatial orientation of them, or, you know, in your environment when you are not around. I also feel like some of you guys, like I said, it's a remark that they made, or there's something, how they reacted to you. You know, you have been brought, like something about their behavior that was cunning or sly has come into your awareness, and you've used your logical and like reasoning skills, and you've processed this, you know, in your mind a lot to understand like what happened here, okay? I also feel like you're like in this process where you are kind of like exploring your options and you are thinking about the different possibilities. For some of you guys, this involves your siblings, okay, and your work. Your siblings are very jealous of your work. They're very jealous of the short trips and short vacations that you take. They're jealous of your, like, you know, your leadership, okay. And something about you were very perceptive of this person, and understanding like something psychologically with this person, something about it. Some of you guys, you are not doing well right now, okay? Yes, some of you guys have been, you know, you were headed in your south node, okay? And then look, there's north node on the bottom of the deck. So something here where you have been, you know, with the sixth house, there has been reversals in your fortune. There has been delays. There has been crisis. There has been adversities. And these are all signs of you moving in the wrong direction in life. The universe will send you a lot of destruction if you do not heed with caution. Some of you guys, you've been in these relationships with these people who have been very jealous of your leadership, even your own partners, okay? And they have been responsible for trouble. They have been responsible for crisis and illness. Some of you guys your health has taken a decline, and it's because you've been restless. You've not been sleeping well. You've been, you know, your mind, you know, you've lost your fucking mind, you know, because of these adversities. Your diet has not been good. But some of you are in a very slow healing process and dealing with whatever deception happened around this sibling and an ex-partner. Okay? Something about you will benefit from writing. You need to write about your experiences, write about how you feel, because some of you guys, you know, are being depended on, and you don't have the luxury of resting. You don't have the luxury of just, like, you know, wallowing in self-pity, because, you know, there's powerful healing going on for you. And I feel like this crisis or this negativity that has ensued and chaos that has ensued in your life has resulted from you moving your illnesses and you kind of moving in the wrong direction in life. With the south node, like I said, some of you guys, especially if you're a Capricorn, masculine energy here, you were moving in the wrong direction in life, not making the right connections, not, you know, honoring, you know, the right things. You've been getting in trouble, you know, having a lot of anxiety, not fulfilling in the way that you really truly desire. And it's because of, you know, for some of you guys, this deception in your environment, you know, has just been disturbing you psychically. So give me more information about this situation. Somebody is very upset at you for being charismatic and fearless. Your vacations, they don't get to go nowhere, is what I'm hearing. You have got to be kidding me. More Scorpio energy, 8th house. Yeah. People definitely responsible for ending. Some of you guys have been reborn again after getting into trouble with this South Node energy. This karmic energy that for some of you guys, you were with a karmic partner that has honestly, you know, have been a dread. Okay? This Scorpio, whoever this person is, or Taurus, or Aquarius, Libra, definitely strong Scorpio energy. This person has caused a lot of trouble in your life, especially as it relates to your siblings. This is not good, baby. There's been an ending here, and you're transforming. You are transforming, because some of you have been disconnected from reality, and this is, you know, this is related to trauma. You know, I mean, you just have not been in your body. So you are so delighted that somebody came. I'm hearing a healer. You've been working with a healer, a tarot reader, or your divine feminine energy has been, you know, healing your body, mind, and spirits from, you know, this dread that you've been in, with their pioneering and innovation. And you've been magnetized to this person, you know, through your auspiciousness, through your luck. And you're so delighted to have come across this feminine who has just brought you so much joy and happiness and so much good sexy time, and has, like, communicated with you in ways that you've never been able to communicate, you know, like how you, through their service or their work and their duty, you know, this person is helping you, you know, end the cycle of adversity and trouble that you've been in because you've been attracting to the wrong people. The gossip, you know, these people definitely, you know, have been talking about the situation. They're talking about your health and your diet and how you've declined over the years. It's not good, you know. It's not good, you know, that these people have been, you know, at war with you. I'm hanging the truth about, you know, this karmic South Node energy is out, okay? And you're so delighted to have the truth. Love it. What? Joy and gossip. Yeah, they're definitely talking about it. Okay. You brought the truth out about, people who have been causing, trouble, right? Okay. And they're like, damn, like Power 3 is happy as hell. Don't even give a fuck. LOL. Oh my gosh. You reasoned your way through this shit and got to the truth, right? You came to a logical sequence of what happened, and had an immediate understanding of it. Like, your conscious skills are so highlighted here with Mercury. You're very intellectual, and you were able to kind of just like, they thought they were getting away with concealing the truth, but you magnetized the right connections to help you. I'm hearing a lot of connections you've been mirroring a lot, especially with this Libra energy. I'm hearing you came into a connection with someone, and you guys may have fallen in love with each other, for one, but you guys have been mirroring the same trauma. And some of you guys, are mirroring, for some of you guys, I hope this is making sense, but it is like your high energy. Like, if you're dealing with like a divine counterpart, a partnership that came in to mirror with you, they mirrored to you, their work, their service, how they've dealt with reversals of fortune in their life. They are mirroring to you how they faced adversities. They're mirroring to you their health, their diet, their fitness, and their hygiene routines, their duty, their responsibility, all their sixth house, right? And they're mirroring to you their communication skills, their writing, through their speaking. And I feel like this person has helped you put an end to a major cycle of deception in your life with a dreadful karmic partner. Okay? Who have been super like a disloyal loser. Okay? I'm hearing you reading books and, speaking and writing and just like being very perceptive and just like using your reasoning skills and just like your logic and your consciousness and just like gaining more awareness and just like breaking that shit down. Okay? Getting messages and communication through your mysticism even as well. Some of you guys have really come into the truth around the Scorpio, an Aquarius, a Taurus, a Pisces. All right? A Cancer, and a Gemini. Okay, so let's see what's going on in this situation. This gossip around Power 3. Okay, they said, damn, Power 3 was smarter than everybody the whole time. They talking about, how you've, then the High Priestess in the reverse. Somebody here was duplicitous. I'm hearing, especially if this is involving your work, there's a duplicitous female in your environment. And, this person has been, very deceptive, very secretive, hiding things. This partner has been hiding things, okay? And you've been going through so much, like, I'm hearing emotional roller coasters and just like crisis and just like chaos, fighting, endings in your life with this 8th house energy. I'm hearing a Gemini, something, these people, I'm hearing like, if this involves like somebody's name is Crystal, or the name starts with the letter K, it's just like a lot of these people have been wanting to kind of like disrupt you or like see you with crisis, okay? And you've just been healing yourself from, this South Node karmic energy that you were heading in when you were just making the wrong decisions in your life, okay? And not honoring your individuality and authenticity. So 3 of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, this definitely gives something to happen in your work environment. And then the 10 of Cups, or a relationship that have been uncooperative. And, they're seeing that you've reached fulfillment anyway. Okay, you've come to the truth about it. Anyway, this gossip situation, I'm hearing a slandering and libel in your work environment. And, I feel like for a long time, you just, with this Chariot in the reverse, you were disconnected from reality or just having a hard time, like, persevering and just like standing up to the challenge of what's been going on in your life. Some of you guys, this really does involve your family. And if you've just like been so anxious and so like I don't know, some of you guys just have not been well, okay? It's because these duplicitous feminine energies who have been, you know, for some of them, they have been using their sexuality inappropriately with the sexy time to kind of like seduce your partners, or to kind of like, you know, stop your growth, or to stop you guys from collaborating together. But you have been, you guys have been reaching emotional fulfillment anyway. Give me more information around this. This High Priestess. I feel like some of you guys are having a hard time with this connection, especially if you had a vicious cycle of third-party interference. For some, if you're here from Pile 2, there is emotional fulfillment in this relationship, but there was someone who came in between, a third-party interference that came in between this connection. I'm hearing that they falsify some information in your workplace or your home, or your life in general, and just like cause trouble. So clarifying the High Priestess, this person could be an Aries. I'm also getting a Gemini. This person's name could start with the letter L. I'm getting the name Leland, or I'm getting the name that starts with the letter C. Okay, clarifying the High Priestess. Tell me about this duplicitous person, especially with the High Priestess and the Three of Pentacles. This definitely feels like it happened at work, okay? But I'm hearing you have so much joy. There's gossip at work. And they're just mad because you're sexier than them, is what I'm hearing. Some of them. I hope, some of you guys, you just have to follow this channel. This is just straight up channeling at this point. So this is happening for some of you, like this is happening in a lot of different environments. Some of you, this is happening at work. Some of this is happening like where you are employed, where you're making your money. Some of you, this is happening at your home, or someplace you're doing community service. Clarifying the High Priestess. Yeah, there's been something happening here. Something, you know, this definitely, yeah, Seven of Swords on the bottom of the deck. For like I said, for some of you, if this was a marriage, you guys, this person has been deceptive and lying and using a strategy against you, okay? And just like some of you guys have been disconnected from reality or creatively blocked around this person because you haven't been understanding, you know, what's being concealed in this situation. But I feel like this person's lack of cooperation or them being missing in action is showing you, you know, what's going on behind your back, okay? Some of you guys, this is an ex-partner. I don't know if I just said that, but if this is an ex-partner or like a divorce situation, you're realizing that there was infidelity in this relationship, and now you can kind of like, you can have your closure. And then with this Ten of Cups, some of you are coming into your like emotional fulfillment with your soulmate. And you're so joyful and delighted to have them because this other partner was like such a dread. And like people have been causing so much trouble. And you're like lying about something, falsifying information so that your person, you know, doesn't work with you. We have the Fool, clarifying in the Three of Pentacles. I'm getting that during this time of you like not cooperating with this person, being in separation from this person, you have been going on adventures and you have been just like maybe seeking your own employment, or you've been training, or you've just been like evolving your consciousness and getting more awareness around things, and just like you just know. Okay, clarifying the Ten of Cups. Give me more information around this emotional fulfillment. The Ace of Swords. That's been coming out so much today. And then the Eight of Cups. Okay, I love this. So some of you guys are really like, you've received the clarity or the insights that you needed about a injustice that happened in your workplace with the duplicitous feminine energy. Okay, I'm getting an Aries, a Gemini, a Pisces, and a Cancer. I'm hearing that you may have walked away from this job, or you emotionally withdrew from this job, or you emotionally withdrew from a relationship, and you have been able to kind of like, during this time of you working, you know, on your own, you've received the communication, or you've gained more awareness, you've evolved, you've grown so much. Some of you guys, this is a long time coming of you coming into the truth that there's been infidelity with the sibling, okay? Infidelity, betrayal with a sibling, an ex-partner, or like, you know, a friend, a close friend, or people that you consider, you know, companions, right? And I feel like you've been so disconnected from reality. You've been kind of like lacking like your acute perception or lacking responsiveness towards something. And this came up a couple of months ago. Like I especially in one of the hidden videos, you guys need to be very, like, stay very aware of, you know, the way people are talking, the way people are, you know, if they're in a subtle power struggle with you, be very like, just like, be very like aware and just be very observant of like people's behaviors and the things that they say and do. Like for some of you, I don't know if this happened, if this was power 3 or power 2, but there's something around you observing a remark or observing a like something, you know, somebody's instinctual response towards you that is helping you realize, you know, how they truly feel about you. And now you can kind of emotionally withdraw away from it and like not get caught up in like any more trouble or anxiety, and have closure and go off with your soulmate for some of you, and have like, you know, the joy and delight that you have been, you know, wanting to create. Like some of you guys, you know, you're needing to make a choice whether or not, you know, in which direction you're going to go in your life. And I definitely feel like because there's been an injustice with some duplicitous, you know, people in your environment, you know, people who have been in secret competition and a power struggle with you, you can trust and take a leap of faith in a new direction and release the burden of these people who have just been responsible for so much adversity in your life. Okay, so much adversity. Oh my goodness. People have gotten you into so much trouble. Some of you guys have, you know, gotten in trouble with the law. You've just like, your health has taken a decline. You've dealt with so many illnesses because of, you know, what these people have been trying to conceal from you and how they've been psychologically attacking you. Okay, the gossip surrounds your emotional fulfillment and your happy family following this infidelity and duplicitous female in your work environment, and gossip, slandering, and libel, and people quite literally just like telling straight up lies to kind of cause trouble on your path. Siblings have been at war with you. People at work have been at war with you for promotions, or have been at war with you, you know, for romantic partners. They've been very jealous of your action taking and your energy and your drive. And you've been healing yourself. And I feel like you have a passion for doing what you're doing in your humanitarian, a lot of, you know, around your humanitarian work. Some of you guys are quite literally workaholics. But I feel like, you know, now that you have gotten the truth, you are so delighted and free. You've liberated yourself, you know, from this toxic relationship where you were headed, you know, towards your south node. And, you know, people who have caused illness and crisis and reversals in your life are having to watch you, you know, go off with, you know, somebody else, go off, you know, and have like, and magnetize so much more than, you know, they ever could. You healing yourself is going to allow you to return to your work with a greater sense of duty. All right, some of you guys are quite literally workaholics, but these, you know, these adversities that you face have really dragged you down. Some of you guys, your body has really like, you know, I'm hearing decaying, or your diet is poor. Your hygiene is poor. You haven't been acute in your responsiveness to these people's cunning and sly nature. You've been fatigued even. And some of you guys, you think that working more is going to help you resolve the challenges around your business or your organization. But when you heal yourself, when you rest and you take that time to extend self-compassion to yourself for all of the trouble that you've gotten into with these karmic people, and how unfair they've been to you, you can return to your service with an even greater purpose. So some of you guys, you really do need to rest and just like focus on your health, because you showing up to your work and service, you know, bleeding and, you know, running on E and having no nutrients and having poor diet and fitness and hygiene is not helpful for anybody, right? So some of you guys, you're being dependent on, you don't have the option to slow down, but you can, you know, call a friend to help you carry these burdens. Because some of you guys, you know, a friend did come in and help reveal to you, you know, through their mysticism, their communications, their service, their employment, how they make their money. Some of you, you know, you're dating, you might be dealing with some kind of spiritual peoples, or you're dealing with people who dealt with their own adversities in their life, and them mirroring to you and showing you just how strong and capable they are is helping you realize that you too can persevere and keep going. All right, keep going. I know this emotional withdrawal from this person has been, you know, one of the most intense cord cuttings that you may have ever experienced in your life, because these relationships were, you know, very important to you, but you realize that they didn't value you in the same way that you valued them, and they ended up betraying you and being disloyal to you. And now you can take a leap of faith in a new direction, because some of you, you're just like, you know, some things are outrageous. You know, especially for some of you, if they, you know, they've been having an affair with your siblings. Not nice. Okay, so that's what I'm saying around your gossip. Okay, they're definitely talking about, you know, your betrayal, somebody who, you know, caused a crisis or adversity in your life as well. Okay, but they see that you were able to emotionally withdraw and gain the clarity that you needed, and you didn't forget a thing, you didn't miss a beat, and you can kind of like in retrospect, you can the bits of pieces of information that are collected in your memory, you can observe them, and you can think about them and think about how you lacked acute perception. Think about how you lack responsiveness in that moment. Think about how maybe you were uncomfortable with their response to you. Think about, you know, just, yeah, like how uncomfortable it made you. And then, you know, trust your inner knowing. Trust that inner knowing with the high priest. That these people have been, you know, they've been unfair to you. Okay? And that you've just, like with this high priestess, you've just been lacking that responsiveness, lacking that perception, and missing like important communications, cunning communication, thinking, you know, but I feel like, you know, you've been slowly healing and working through this and getting reconnected to reality, getting reconnected to your body, healing your body, training, and, you know, still persevering and coping with this, you know, reversal that you may have had in the past. What did I say? Embrace your body. Okay? Did you know that practicing a simple body scan on a daily basis is a way of building self-compassion into your life? When you embrace your body through what you sense and feel on the inside, rather than just attending to your body image, you build a true embodied relationship with your body and yourself. A body scan allows you to attend to the sensations present and just notice them rather than judge them or try to figure them out or change them in a way. Just notice the sensations rising and falling like your breath. Eventually, you'll come to learn that you don't have to recoil from them, judge or criticize or hate the sensations you feel from your dear body. Instead, you can begin to understand that the sensations are just messengers. When you attend to them gently, they have a lot to say. Some of you guys, you need to address your body, okay? I do body scans all the time. The best way, you know, the easiest way for me to do a body scan is, you know, during my sadhana practice, okay? This is my ego surrendering practice. This is my yoga. This is my meditation. This is my breath work. And from your head to your toes, from your feet to your head, scan your body and understand any of the sensations and how those might be related to disturbances, uncomfortability, and why you're having these physiological sensations. It can be related to like some negative forces in your life. Okay, if your head is feeling tight, you're feeling where there's tension, where there's pressure. Where is the pressure? Where is the tension? Unclench your teeth. Draw your shoulder blades down and away from your ears. You know, fix your posture. Ground down into all four corners of your feet. Stay present. Stay rooted in your body. Stay strong in your body. You know, stretch. You know, like take some gentle back bends, because you need to stay present, and the tension that you might be experiencing is showing you like anxieties and just like it's energetic, right? So any sensations that are happening in your body are trying to, like some of you guys quite literally, you know, have been getting physiologically attacked, psychologically attacked by people that have been trying to just cause destruction, okay? Reveling in your emotional destruction, okay? These people, you know, they've been quick to judge, hate, and criticize you. So you've been very tense and very just like, you know, recoiled, uncomfortable in your body. Some people have not been, you know, they've been causing trouble in your work environment, and, you know, they have a lot to say about you. And some of you guys, you're just like, this is not like, if this is work or this is a relationship, this is not like a union or a relationship that kind of like makes me feel safe. So some of you guys have been dealing with a lot of unsafe relationships, and this is like you healing, this slow healing process, you know, is moving you away from your south node, moving you closer to your north node, and you have to have faith and to not worry about anything, okay? That's what I'm seeing right now. They see that you gain clarity and truth, and you just have turned, you know, you're moving in a completely new direction in life, okay? Because you got, you know, communication about a Taurus and an Aquarius and an Aries and a Gemini and a Pisces, Scorpio, okay, a Capricorn. You've gotten a lot of clarity around these, you know, why these relationships have been uncooperative and you're still emotionally fulfilled, all right? Wow, lots of unfair bullshit, okay? That's what I'm saying. I feel like I kind of want to get something else for you guys, but, you know, yeah, I'm hearing a Taurus, a third-party connection, okay? A third-party interference. No, it doesn't necessarily even just have to be romantic. It could just be anything that has been causing your partnerships and alliances to not work, okay? But I feel like the more you improve your health, the more you can, the quicker you're you know, the better, the more acute your perceptions will become. And the more responsive you become, the more aware you will become, the more empowered you will be to show up to these spaces, not scarce. You can show up to these spaces and be ready for war if you need to. All five senses engaged, ready for deception, ready for people to strike, okay? Always being reflective as well of what's going on and not, you know, acting hastily or impulsively, okay? That's what I'm seeing around this gossip situation. There's definitely been somebody in your work environment or third-party interference in your relationships that have been acting as the antagonist in your main character story, okay? That's what I'm seeing. And on that note, I just saw 111 on the clock. Let me know how that resonates. Pile 3, you are, they wouldn't need to gang up on you if you weren't so fucking powerful. I love that. You are magnetizing so much beautiful opportunities in this new beginning. You're happy as hell, delighted. Nobody can stop your joy. I love that. Let me know how this resonates, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.